do not want this to have a fucking... I do not want this to have a fucking... I do not want this to have a fucking... I do not want this... Shut up, me. So, the reason behind this stream, this was not planned. This, even if people don't come down and join stream, I've been seeing this a lot recently, so, and I've been asked a lot, like, what did you do during these thoughts and all that? So, any questions people may have, I am going to answer to the best of my ability. I am not a professional. If anyone is out there that needs to talk, I can help to a degree. Not a professional. Wolf, welcome to the stream. So you guys can ask me questions about my past, any problems that I may have had with this subject. A common question that I have seen or been asked is, what did you do to get by and get through the thought process? Honestly, I just kept going. I know, easier said than done. But I know that, think about it like a theater play in a way. You're in the middle of your act. Okay? If you just walk off and just stop the act right there and then it's over. But then you don't get to find out where that act was going to lead up to. Yes, you may screw up. Yes, things might be hard. But things may end up becoming better than what one person would realize. I was not planning at all to do this stream, but I've been seeing this a lot lately, so... It's gonna be a downer, but a little risky. Often, a lot of people just don't see it as... When they're in that mindset, they don't see it as... what could hold the future for me? They see it as present. They say, I just want to walk off the stage and call it quits. And to that I say, don't. I know everyone says it. Let me justify. Again, if you walk off that stage right there and then, you won't know what the next act would turn out to be. You don't know what the future could hold. It's a rough topic, 100%. Like, there's no easy way of discussing it. If anyone has any questions about how I got through it, go for it. I am here. I am here to listen. I am here to answer. Any questions about my past is completely ball game. So you can get a better understanding of where. That's fine, Kai. Understanding where I'm coming from, you can understand how I've gotten here. Because for those who don't know, I have been through hell and high water, to say the least. I have gone through so much through my life that I'm honestly surprised I made it this far, and I'm happier for it. I'm happy I got this far. I'm happy that I am where I am, and well, to think that my life would be completely different if I stepped off stage and didn't continue the act, it's scary. And I know having that thought is scary and feeling useless is scary. I get that. I do. I know everyone says it. But you guys know that's quite alright, Kai. You know I'm here for you. I've been suicidal quite a bit of times. I always think of the future, but that's the other thing. Now, I'm not about to call anyone's bluff. That's not what I'm doing. Often, a lot of times, from what I've seen, when people say they want to kill themselves, it's either one of two things. They're crying out for help, or they genuinely want their pain gone. They just want it to disappear so they never have to deal with it again. And I understand both. Because when you're crying out for help, you don't know what to say. You don't know to say, I'm fucked up. I need help out of this rut that I have dug myself into. I don't know how to escape this rabbit hole I've dug. I don't know. I'm confused. I'm scared. It's normal. It's 100% normal. I'm so close to the edge right now. Here is the place to talk, man. Right here is the place. Welcome. My name is Random. This is going to be a more serious stream for obvious reasons. You guys know me and my experience with this. I have gone through it. I have done a charity stream for it. I've talked to so many people here. And I'm so happy that I've succeeded with them, because the thought of losing you guys is terrifying. You know I'd kill several frickin' cows for you guys. But, as I was saying, the fear of losing it, losing yourself, losing everyone around you is terrifying, and all you want is that cry of help. That's for the sense of those who can't act on it. I'm not at all judging people. Again, I need to specify, because this is a very touchy subject. I am aware. Don't worry. I'm not a professional by any means. But in the sense of people who actually do attempt it to get the pain over, yeah, your pain's gone. But it's only gone from you. Your pain may go on from you to your brother or your family. That pain never leaves. And then your loved ones, relatives, are saying they're thinking, what the fuck did I do wrong? What did I do? Where did I go wrong to lose my son, daughter, wife? My mental disease is called Sokamadikal, and it's so bad. Let me look up what that is, because I truthfully don't know what that is. Control C. Please just give me 2 seconds. Control V. It is not showing up for results. Are you... Dude, don't make jokes of it. It's not... It's not funny. It's not. It's not something that should be joked about. And that's another problem, is a lot of people don't take this seriously. They say, yeah, grow up, move on. Thanks, you didn't help in the slightest. Please don't use the N-word here. Sorry. It's something that's not taken seriously, much like racism, homophobia, sexism, all of that. It's laughed at, it's joked at, for its own reasons. It's different reasons. But it's still... It's still the same in the end. You're making fun of someone for who they are. Making fun of someone who's gay, who's pansexual, bisexual, transgender. I know I just listed lists. This isn't going to be a joking atmosphere, dude, so if you're going to continue joking, please leave. It's fine, just please stop. If you're saying laughing at people for who they are is cool, then stay strong for real. Hey, Deco. It's such a touchy subject, and okay, just don't do it again. It's unfortunate a lot of people don't take this thing seriously. And from what I've seen, in their words is, why should I? It doesn't affect me. You're right. It doesn't. Until someone has the balls enough to pull the trigger. Then it affects you. Didn't affect you before, now it does. Someone pulled the trigger, congratulations. You're an asshole. It's not something to joke about. It's not something to laugh at. It never is. Again, I wasn't planning on doing this. I've just seen so much of this, and I'm hoping I could answer questions, try my best to help. If anyone has any questions for me, go for it. It's a hard topic to talk about. I get that. I'm probably going to break down at some point. I'm perfectly fine, Abby Palm. Read the title and the pinned comment, damn it. I've just been seeing a lot of things where people are not feeling like they can be valued, if that makes sense. I am fine, dude. I've been the happiest. I've not been this happy in like the past 5 days to a week in my entire life. This has been amazing for me. But I do like to do these streams every now and then as well. And like I said, it's cutting the cord short. It's walking off stage before performance is done. It's a rough thing. And it's a shame we go through these thoughts. It's a shame people suffer like this on a daily basis. That's one thing I would always do, is be there for someone. When they said, hey, I need to talk to you, I listen. It's one of the best things someone can do within these situations. And if you're at the position where you are not comfortable with talking, if you were raised like me and you were told not to show emotions, because if you do, you're a little bitch, I get it. You're not a bitch. Not in the slightest. If you talk about this, you are stronger than most. You have more balls than most people on this damn planet. You're not a bitch if you talk about your feelings. You never will be. If you don't like what someone's doing, tell them off. Talk to them. Don't care either way. And part of me also wanted to do this because I know I have a lot of younger people. Yeah, I'm fine, man. Also, Cadence, welcome. This is more to help people. I am fine. Swear to God. I've just been saying this a lot, and I thought maybe I should do like a small thing where I say, hey, it's okay to talk. You're not going to be looked down upon. You're not going to be judged for it. And if you are, then they're a fucking asshole. You're not going to be judged by anyone who cares. I agree, sometimes people need to talk and let things out. They just need someone who will listen to them and listen only, not giving advice on how to proceed on their feelings. I agree with that. But sometimes people need I'm not trying to speak for others. I'm talking from personal experience. Sometimes you need that, I don't know what to do with myself emotionally. Can you give me ideas? Yeah, work through it. Fight as slowly as you need to. Exactly. People need to understand the intention and understand without judging. Yeah, because give me jump. It is sad people need to rely on internet friends since family make things worse while trying to talk. That I didn't have that. I had a lot of shitty things growing up. I did not have that. It's nice when people confront this issue. It can be a very sensitive topic, but I like people like you who bring it into light. I've been through it, man. I've been through suicide. I've attempted to take my life more times than I can keep track of. I have not been this happy in so long. So I'm fine. After this, I'm probably going to take a nice long shower, relax any stress that I may have from this topic. I will be fine. You guys know I will always talk to you if I need to. Unless it's something in personal life, which I guess that kind of falls under. But if it's... Okay, let's deal with one thing at a time here, because we're going all over the place, because this topic, guys. Christ, I need to learn how to use my first language. It's like I'm speaking German. I just can't do it well. I've been through it. I experienced that with my mother and made my depression worse back when I lived with her. To this day, I struggle to talk when I feel like shit. I understand where you're coming from with that. When I needed to speak with someone, I could always go to my mother. The only time I couldn't go to her is when she wasn't in the house. I could always say, hey, I'm a fucking mess. Help me. And she would. It's one thing I will forever love my mother for. She was there. She gave a shit. I know not everyone has that luxury, and it fucking hurts to hear. Now, trying to think of words other than repeating what I've been saying, because then I'm just repeating the same thing for like a fucking hour. I don't get how people can go out to their families for this stuff. Maybe I'm just not close with mine. A lot of people aren't. My father walked out on me. I've fucking given up on figuring out when. My mother left at some point. I was stuck with an abusive stepfather. Couldn't talk to him about shit. Homophobic, racist. Mother was... she's not really racist. She just says some things she shouldn't sometimes. My family was broken more than the YouTube algorithm. And that says something. But now I see my father. I work with him, in fact. I see my mother. And I have no contact with my stepdad. I got the best possible situation with that. Hey, that stepfather still has my sister. Watch it. He has changed. He's better. It's not very convincing. At the same time, this topic makes me cry since I lost one of my friends 7 years ago. And after that, my darkness became deeper. I'm sorry. And I know this isn't an easy topic for anyone. Fuck, I'm gonna break down during this because of how close I am. It's hell. That's the easiest way I could put it. It's hell. But if you keep going, you will find an answer. You will find something. The darkest tunnels still have light. It's just keep fighting. It's easier said than done. 100%. I get that. You just gotta keep trying. Get those around you who you know you can trust. Who aren't gonna backstab you. And I know, in that mindset, you feel like everyone will. I know. But believe me when I say, not everyone will. Maybe none of them will. Obviously, at the end of the day, if you are feeling like this, go talk to someone. Therapist, counselor, go talk to someone. Suicide hotline, my dream job. Go talk to someone. It's scary. It 100% is. Again, I was raised, If you show emotion, you are a little bitch who will get his ass handed to him. I get it. I was raised the most stereotypical way, in the most stereotypical way a male can be raised. I know. Hello, Aiden. Hello, Andre, by the way. I will never be one to say, don't talk to someone. Deal with your own problems. Don't bring me into it. I have people on this channel, not naming who talk to me almost every day and say, hey, I'm a mess. Something just happened. I need someone to talk to. And I drop my stuff and I'm like, right, the hell do you need? Obviously, not in those words, but more supportive. Bad tongue on my end. Sorry. What do you need? How can I help you? I'm here to listen. You have my full attention. Talk. Either they call you that or say it's not a big deal. That's my biggest pet peeve. I want to die. Nah, it's not a big deal. You'll be fine. And that's not how I'm here for you works. No. That's more or less saying, yeah, go fuck yourself. Die. I'm not wrong. Maybe I'm not right. But it's such a touchy subject. And it's hard to talk about because of that. Because if you slip up and say one wrong thing, like I probably have at least one of these streams, it can make or break it. And I'll be truthful. Therapy doesn't work for everyone. Talking doesn't work for everyone. It makes me feel a lot worse. Gumi, you are always welcome to talk to me. I will never shut you down. I will never shut any of you down. If anyone has questions for me about how I got through this, ask me. Poke all of the holes. Poke all of the problems. That's the better term. Ask me. Pry. I don't care. I will be fine. I get a warm shower after this. Therapy didn't work for me, personally. Because of that mentality of, I can't talk about my emotion. I can't say what's wrong. I will come off as weak. I will become off as useless. I'm squeezing a fossil, by the way, so. Therapy doesn't work for everyone. But you don't know if it doesn't work until you try. And if you don't try, you'll never know. Hold on, I'm going to read you guys a comment that I made. Because this is kind of where I thought of doing the video. So please just give me a minute. So this is what I said on the topic of suicide. As someone who streams and who's had these thoughts, I fully understand what the pain is like. And I've had so many people tell me these things, asking me for help. Of course, I'm there helping and whatnot. But my God, when you hear things from other people's ends, it opens your eyes. Because I mentioned this later on. You never truly understand how someone feels unless you've been through that exact same thing, situation by situation by situation. You can have something similar, yes. Then you have some understanding. But you will more than likely never understand the full bundle, the full pain. And you will never understand that pain that they are having at that very minute. Because you're not the one going through it. Going through their particular situation. They have extra pain that you can't feel. And realize it's like a wake-up call that you're not alone. Saying you're not alone. We are all affected by this, and it's heartbreaking, and I've had a really crummy background. Hold on, vision's doubling. I've really had a really crummy background, but I'm always going to be here for people, and if people need help, please call someone. I know talking about emotions is hard, especially if you're like me and was raised, if you cry, you're worthless. It's not, and whatnot. It's BS. That's my biggest pet peeve, is that way of raising anyone. Emotions are meant to happen. We are meant to cry. We are meant to be mad. We are meant to be angry. We are meant to vent. We're meant to go through all this. And saying, yeah, you're nothing if you deal with this, or if you go through the pain. You're an asshole. I'm sorry. You're an asshole. Saying it's worthless and whatnot. It's BS. It's not true. Trust me. When I say talk to someone, I promise you, it's worth it. 9 times out of 10 it is. I have seen it, there are certain circumstances. There are certain circumstances where therapy does not work. You need something else. And that's where you can go to something like exercise, coloring, drawing, doing puzzles, talking to people on the internet. Where do you think I got that from? Take a new hobby. Distract yourself. Get rid of anything that may remind you of it. And then on that same day, say, right, I'm going to learn how to cook. Or I'm going to learn how to do a frickin' backflip. Work towards something. And then once you achieve that thing, be proud of yourself. You're not alone is said so much, but it's so true. It is. Thanks for putting this up there. And personally, I think therapy didn't work for me because, again, of how I was raised. And I think that just means I have more growing I need to do. I need to grow up more. I need to realize, because I've been fighting my emotions for 3 years now. I've been actively trying to win this battle. To be honest, I gave up years ago. I struggle with those thoughts every year. I pretend I'm happy, and honestly, I feel so numb. I have anger outbursts so often because of that. Talk to me, man. Because one of these days, take it from someone who has done it. One of these days, you're going to build up enough emotion that you have stored away for years and years and years. And you're going to want to do something stupid. Whether that's hurt someone, hurt yourself, or hurt a living being near you. Animal, dog, whatever. Animals and dogs are clearly 2 different things. I have growing to do, but I know if it doesn't work for you. But you don't know if it doesn't work for you if you don't try. It's such a hard topic to talk about. It's a hard thing to go through, let alone talk about. And again, I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but sometimes you need to bash it into the person until they realize, yeah, you're right. This is a problem. And then that suddenly clicks. Hello, Floors. What's happening? We're just kind of talking, venting, whatever we may need to do about suicide thoughts, tendencies, or experience with this. If you have any questions for the topic, I can answer as best I can. I'm not a professional in any way, but I have gone through a similar aspect, and I am more than happy to try and help and explain how I got through some things. Because if you've been here for a while, you know my past. Funnily enough, I'm being told that none of what I wrote down in my past was true. But I have also been told very different things which are equally as traumatizing. So to find out, like, all of what you remember did not happen, but something else did, it's a whole other wake-up call. And I'm just sitting here always wondering, why do I have this thing of someone punching a tooth out of mine when apparently it never happened? Now, for the most part, what I have said about me in this stream is true. Yeah, all of it's true. But there are some minor things that I have always thought that have not been. So, I'm figuring out my past still. But I have dealt with the touchy subjects of racism, suicide. Have you ever broken your TV? I don't think that's really a good question to ask during this kind of topic, because it's not really related. So, and no, I don't have a TV. I have a computer and a tablet. All ever people want to see in that mindset is... Okay, wait, no. Careful how you word that. No. What people want most in that mindset, there you go. In that mindset is, are people actually here for me? And yeah, more than likely, they are. Some people just don't have an easy way of showing that emotion. Showing that, yeah, I care, I just don't know how to tell you. And some people are scared to say that, because then the person who's going through the trauma says something along the lines of, why don't you just tell me? And they're like, it's not that easy for me. Gumi, my sleep schedule has been a mess since I was born. I literally had like a full summer where I would be up. I woke up during dinner and was awake all night. I missed 2 meals a day every day. How am I still so fat? And knowing the internet, someone's gonna get offended by something I've said on the stream. And you know what? Fair. I don't know everything. But I have a general concept of what this is like to go through. I have said so many times to myself, I want the pain to end. I just want to move on. I have said so much, I don't want to live to 20. Part of me still says that. Part of me wants to be dead by 20. But most of me also realizes, no, you don't. Humans live an average of 80 years. You really want to throw away an extra 60 years just because you want your pain over? Dude, your pain will go over as time goes on. Focus on the future, not the present. And it's a wake-up call. I love each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. And if anyone at all needs to talk, message me. Please. I'm always here. Always gonna be here. I'm not leaving. Does anyone have any questions for me? Because if not, then I'm gonna end it here. It's such a rough subject. It's such a rough thing to go through. There are people who love and care about you. Sometimes you just need to find them. There's a light to the end of every tunnel. Thank you so much for being open and talking to me and letting me get a glimpse of people. Thank you for everything you guys have provided. And hopefully I'm helping you guys in some way. If not, then I hope to inevitably help you in the future. I'm not trying to be the asshole who claims he's had all this but hasn't actually. That's not my goal here. It's never been my goal. My goal when I started this channel was help. How do you hear and talk? I think it's going back to being beaten, not possibly literally, but being beaten with the sense of if you show emotion, you're a little bitch. That's why I'm not teary-eyed. As soon as this camera goes off, I'm breaking down. But because I know people are hearing this, listening currently, I can't. My body won't physically let me. But also, with that being said, in the matter of talking someone down, you need to avoid getting as emotional as possible. Because if you start breaking down, this is again, I'm having trouble breathing. Spyro, if you need to go calm your nerves, go. You are not forced to be here. Go if you need to breathe. It is a terrifying thing to do. It is a terrifying to hear. It is a terrifying thing to talk about it. It is a normal thing to go through. Hello, Mary. And with helping someone, I want to be here. Okay. If you need to go, though, go. And the thing with... one good thing, in my opinion, is if you're able to withhold emotion, people are more likely to talk to you. From experience, at least. For me. Because sometimes, yes, I do break down while talking to someone. But 9 times out of 10, I can hold it. And when I do, they keep talking to me. They open up more. And I can get more information. Be like, okay. So, we've talked about all this. Now, what about everything is affecting you? Obviously, mentally and emotionally. But how do you kind of... I don't know how to word this well without sounding like an asshole. How do you think you can deal with this better? Oh, it sounds like such a fucking teacher-parent thing. But another thing is, if you're breaking down and you're in the middle of talking someone out of it, they're going to feel like an asshole. They're going to be like, I'm so sorry, you can just go, just go. And then you're both crying, you're saying, no, I want to be here, because you do. But they feel like an asshole for putting their pain on you. And that's a very common thing with people who have suicide. They feel like an absolute jackass for saying, I need to talk to someone. They feel like the bad guy. Because you are both human and you are both showing emotion. Proper emotion. I have met people who I've come up to and said, I'm feeling hella fucked up right now. I need someone to talk to. They'd laugh and walk away. And that is the most degrading thing you can ever do to someone. And it's heartbreaking. Especially if it's someone you trust. I know, but it helps them, or at least it... me know I'm loved. That's another flip of the coin. If you're getting emotional about them, while they may feel bad, they know you at least care. That, personally, not because I'm well, okay, I am an asshole, but that's not the point. I try and go in, like, as emotionless as possible, because I don't want someone to feel bad that they're putting their pain on me. I don't. Because if they say that, then I will cry. And it's not because I don't care. It's not because I'm just used to it. It's just because it's a rough thing. And not everyone's able to deal with this subject. And you know what? Fair enough. It's a painful subject. I know people who have killed themselves, whose parents has lost their kids via death, who had kids but lost their parents. I know people close to me who've killed themselves. Again, I've multiple times attempted it. It's hell. But again, at the light of every tunnel, Also, Sparrow, I just saw your message. That's all good. Every day is different. Life is gonna throw you curveballs. Life is gonna say, fuck you. But sometimes you just need to stand back up and just fight. Be as strong as you can. It's an emotional roller coaster. Again, there's always a gateway to happiness that does not involve someone getting hurt. There's always that gateway. I'm gonna end it here. If anyone has any questions, please post them. I love you all. You are all wonderful people, and if anyone tells you otherwise, I will bash their fucking skull in. I love you guys. And I'm sorry if I did not do great at explaining, at helping. I'm trying. Just take my word for it. Talking to someone is the best thing you can do. Yeah. Goodbye. I love you all. Be safe. Let me know if you guys need anything.